So, again, the skeleton crew of Lakers going to have Gabe with the start. I am calling it now. Gabe Vincent scores 10 points in an actual NBA game tonight. Damn it. We will make it so. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Mr. Blue, George, Goat, good to see you. Sanjay, with the great old school call outs last time. Dr. Ocular, Keezy, welcome. Daniel. Rohan always already telling me to slow down. Alex, good to see you. Yep, D'Lo is out. I don't know. Gabe's career high is like in the 30s. He scored 29 in a playoff game. Can you even imagine? Can you even wrap your mind around the idea that Gabe Vincent scored that many points? Rommel, good to see you. Is it Rommel or Rommel? Gonna be a huge night for my ice machine. Absolutely. I will be upset at one point. I too fear the JHS minutes. Welcome, David, on YouTube. Oh, you're a Niner fan too, Dr. Ocular? Yeah, but is it row? Like row your boat? Row Mel? Gotcha. Row Mel, good to see you. Yes, fuck Danny Ainge no matter what. Oh, Cavs coming back? Damn, I would change it if I didn't have this. So BI, huh? Yeah, goat. Um, very interesting. We were having a conversation about this earlier today, Darius and I, and it's funny. The BI thing, it depends on what he would cost. He's an interesting player in that I don't think anybody trades a lot for him unless they plan on re-signing him, right? Like, so the Lakers can have difficulty versus switches, and they need one other, like they need a guard that can, notice how when D'Lo comes in the game and he's playing well, it really adds an element to the team that it doesn't currently have. I actually think the Lakers need a guy like BI more than I think most Laker fans do. Now, at what cost? I don't even think the Lakers would be super enthusiastic about re-signing him. I'm just curious about who would be. Right, go. Yeah, that would be the trade package, right? Would be Rui and D'Lo, or like Vando and Max and D'Lo. But yes, Bi gets injured a lot. Exactly, Josh. The whole like Bi as a rental, to me, the Lakers have needed a guard, and I know Bi doesn't. You don't think of him as a guard, but he's an on ball player, like an on ball pull up shooter. Um, but that can ideally also play off of the ball, and he's okay at that. I don't think he's bad at it. I don't think he's one of those, like DeRozan's the type of guy where it's hard to see him fitting in if he doesn't have the ball in his hands. Where with Bi, it's a little bit better. I don't love the defensive fit, but again, he'd be probably replacing a D'Lo and Rui in that circumstance. So I actually like the idea of going after a Bi. He falls under the star guard, quote unquote, that I don't think would cost a ton for the reasons stated. But yeah, that over the top shot making, exactly. Um, and I think he's sort of like if you combined D'Lo and Rui into one offensive player, I think you'd get something somewhat close to D'Lo or to Bi. And yeah, Goat, he's just another guy that has physical advantages. So yeah, I don't know if they're out there looking for 2 firsts and all that for a rental that you don't even know that you're going to be able to re-sign, or I don't even know if the Lakers are interested in re-signing him. But yeah, if it's a different if it's a different package, then I'd be into it. Good morning, Ender. Good to see you. BI is somewhat of an example of like why I like the Levine fit as well. Again, that over the top athleticism and shot making. Dalton has somewhat approximated what I would hope for out of Levine. Shooter. Uh, Although Levine's a real good shooter at this point of his career as well. A little bit different type of player, but yeah, that athletic, taller too, I think is that over the top type of guy is helpful. Echo, I promise if I sadly I don't know if my my entertainment sort it's so funny how that all went down. It was like one person worked for like Beats by Dre, and it was like Beats by Dre. There were a couple people working around the Space Jam movie, and I forget who the fourth person was. The four entertainment sources, and like a couple of them were like through a friend. Oh, my sister works at this company. Spider hit one. Seth, thank you for joining. Always appreciate your kind words and encouragement. Thank you. Capri Sum, I like it. Yeah, that's quite a guard rotation at the one there. We shall see. Oh, Brunner's dad, some score predictions. Let's go Lakers 121, Jazz 117. Lakers get an annoying win. Thank you, I go Recon. Thank you for joining. Regina, good to see you. Let's go. 3 straight threes. Yep, we got Gabe starting. Like I said at the opening, Sanjay, I am predicting a 10-point game from Gabe Vincent today. Yeah, Elvin, this was the team that he got 37 against. So they guard him the way they did last time. Uh, he's got a chance. SimCity. No Olivari tonight, David. He is not active. I know he turned an ankle not too long ago. Let's see, is he back from that? Let's see here. No. But yeah, that surprised me too. But I don't know if he's still dealing with the ankle. Yeah, it's funny the whole circle of life element with BI signing with Clutch. Kessler playing tonight. He did not play in the last game. This is a very losable game for the Lakers tonight. If with all of the injuries, if unfortunately this is the type of game that you look on the schedule and you're like, I would love if Braun and AD can kind of coast and Lakers still get an easy-ish win, which was the case against Utah last time. I don't think that's going to be as much the case tonight. I think they're going to have to go a bit because this is a losable game. But looking forward to seeing more Max and even more Gabe. I think this is a chance to get on track, get some shots. But we shall see. Yeah, should be running a lot of plays for Dalton. And that's one thing with Austin out. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more on the pod, but I actually think that in some ways, Austin and Dalton's role within the starting lineup should be flipped, where Austin is more of the spot up connecting player and Dalton is in the middle of the action. That's right, Ender. There is a certain amount of that. So All right, well, we're about to tip over here, so I'll pause it soon thereafter so we can sync up. Just tipped off. Pausing at 11:53. Going to wait about 25, 30 seconds. And yeah, I'm with you, NS23. I think this is a great game for LeBron to get on track. Would love to see him get 25 or 30 tonight. 10 seconds. Or 3, 2, 1. All right, and we're off. Little kickback post entry onto the elbow. Collins goes around it, drives on Dalton, lays it off, dumps it off to Kessler for the dunk. And one. Bad start for the Lakers. Turn to the corner on Dalton there. AD rotated over as the help. Was supposed to drop down. Yeah, Dalton's got to switch that earlier. Can't get beat to the outside leg on that switch. Kessler tries to make it a three-point play and does. Sync up with time here with you. 43, 42, 41, 40. AD with the ball up top. Over to LeBron. Back screen from Gabe up top to him. Deep post entry to AD. Nice seal. Doesn't get the and one. Wanted it, but going to get free throws. AD takes a deep breath before his free throw. Misses back rim. AD hits the second. Lakers down 3-1. Keontae George with it. Dribbling up the right slot. Kicks back to Sexton. Guarded by Dalton. Going to get a step-up screen from Markkanen. Drives and kicks to Collins. LeBron strips him. Good play. Over to Gabe. Good outlet pass. LeBron in the middle. Rui filling the wing. Slam dunk. Lakers side at 3. Good hands by Bron. Get that steal. 11:07 left. George with it up the left slot now. This is that 4-out type of spacing with the 2 guards up top. Kessler with it. AD sagging off. Sexton curls off, trailed by Dalton. Misses everything. Gonna go out of bounds. Sexton saying Dalton got a piece of that. And whether or not he did, that's part of why I actually don't mind Dalton on the perimeter, is that he's got some ability to chase, some ability to back pressure, contest high. That's one of his better defensive attributes. All right, in a horn set, LeBron picks up his dribble at the top of the key, goes over to Dalton, going to try and post up AD, and they do. 8 on the shot clock. Dalton cuts through. AD faces up. Markkanen jabs at him. He's too small. Gets an elbow in the chops. AD misses the layups, though. Everything but the finish there. Got great position. Lakers switching as usual. Whips the pass out of bounds. Lakers ball. Score tied at 3. AD just smoked that. All right, 10:14 left. Gabe with it. Up top to AD. Going to set a down screen for Dalton. Into the handoff. Curls around it. Hesitates. Drives. Swatted off of the rim. Nice block by Kessler. Tried the lefty layup, and Kessler was all over it. Pull up 3. Markkanen. Nothing. AD can't get the rebound on the trail. Over to the corner. Sexton. Good closeout by Gabe, but a little too late. Couldn't get there in time. Utah up 6-3. 9:50 left. Gabe and AD discussing the play in the backcourt. Over the ball over to Bron on the horn. Cross screen from AD. LeBron faces up, knocks down the jumper. Lakers down 1, 9:33 left. LeBron switched out onto the ball, Gabe fighting John Collins for post position. He fronts it, goes over the top. AD clears the rebound. That's the Lakers call that their white coverage. That's their call. So red is switching, white is fronting the post. 9-10 left, 6-5. Lakers down. Braun dribbling with it against Kessler, dancing, elbow jumper, a little bit short. George outlet. Can AD get there? Oh, throws it over the top. A little too high. Lakers get the turnover. Rui saves it over to LeBron, middle of the floor. Utah back. AD bringing up the trailer position over to Dalton. Open on the wing. Oh, misses a little long. Goes right back to him. Again. Nope. Over to LeBron. Cuts through. Bad pass. Lakers get lucky. So I went through all of LeBron's turnovers. I've got a couple videos that just will be out this week that are along these lines. And a lot of LeBron's passing turnovers are super flat-footed where he's standing up straight. Nice pass right there, though, on the inbound. Rui fading away. Gets it to go. Lakers up 1. But yeah, a lot of LeBron's passing turnovers have been like that where he's standing very upright. 8:22 left. Over to Collins. Going to take a quick 3 and knock it down. Nice shot. Advanced pass over to Gabe. Quick attack. Lays it up. Lays it in. There's 2 of the 10 points we're getting from Gabe Vincent tonight. With the Derek Fisher-esque no, yes kind of layup. All right. Sexton with it up top. Lakers switch that. LeBron on him now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pulls up for 3. Misses wide left. Over to Gabe. Cross-court pass. Love those cross-court hit-aheads. Rui stepping into it. Misses a little long. Bounces out of bounds. All right, 7:28 left. Keontae George going to get a hold on Gabe fighting Markkanen for position. Markkanen a little quiet early on, but, famous last words there. Lakers, I would venture a guess that maybe 10 starting lineups in the league switch to start the game. Maybe. That may even be generous, but somewhat unconventional for a starting lineup to switch as much as the Lakers do. So curious how that plays out, or at least in the regular season. All right, 7 on the shot clock. George off of the screen into the pocket. They were going to drop that time, and it was a bad one. Lakers down 2. Braun with it at the top. Gabe sets a screen for him over to AD. Gonna clear out that side for him. Go to work on Kessler. Floater over the top. Misses badly. Come on, AD. Walker with the rebound. Up ahead to Sexton. On the left wing, guarded by LeBron. LeBron giving him space. Coughs it up. Dig it out, Rui. There you go. Hands it off to LeBron. Wild play by Sexton. LeBron over to Dalton. Easy slam dunk. Tie it up at 11. Quick timeout. Going into the break, 6:42 left. Tied at 11. Got a little gift there from Sexton. Goaty thought about it. I think he looked that way, and he was like, no. Echo, he's had perfect touch on those floaters at points this year, too. But his touch the last week or so on those have been pretty rough. Game break thought. I hate when we play the Jazz. They always mention Will Hardy's age. Yeah, you feel like you're not accomplished enough, Staples? Like you haven't done enough with your life? Homie, absolutely. AD has taken a step back defensively this season. Part of it is additional offensive responsibility. Part of it is he switched out on the perimeter more. And part of it's we're early in the year. Yeah, defensively versus OKC, he was unbelievable. That was his best defensive game of the year. But I think that there was a certain amount of The level of respect that they're going to pay a Utah Jazz team is just not going to be the same as OKC, especially on the defensive end. And I was talking with Darius and Mike earlier over the text thread, and Mike was texting his standings thoughts, and like he was like, look at all the teams at the top and all what they have in common. And I was like, and so you look at the teams at the top of the standings, it's Boston, Cleveland, Houston, OKC. I'm missing one. Memphis is up there now too, and it's like, do any of those teams have a player in their 30s amongst their main guys? And the best we could come. Oh, Orlando was another team we brought up in the East, just in terms of regular season wins. And it was like, now you got KCP, who's 31. Fred Van Vliet is 30. Uh, And so it's like, yeah, that's one of those things that Lakers have a vastly different equation than a lot of other teams do. And I frankly think that they come into games like tonight against, I mean, for better or for worse, saying we have to have a baseline level of defense. Frankly, I think that's why we switch in part. Is like, if you want to be lazy, you can be lazy and switch and do that more effectively than you can in other defenses. You're not going to be good, but like it can be. It's the one of the more functional ones, and so I think they go into games like this being like, we're going to be okay on defense and try to make the push when we need to make it. But both Braun and AD to a lesser extent for sure, they're all conserving energy throughout the season. All right, back at it. 6:31 left. Up top to George. 10 on the shot clock, guarded by Gabe. Trailed over the top, lays it up over the top of AD. Right on cue with our conversation. It did not switch that. The last couple layups over the top of him have been him in a conventional drop. AD with the ball, driving, posting up, going over the top of Kessler. Misses that short. AD off early on. Getting good looks, too. 6 minutes left. Dalton on George over the top, lays it up. Good. Kicked it out, or it was deflected. See here, picks up their dribble. Collins looking to back down on Gabe. Goes over the top of him. Doesn't even draw iron. Gabe, excellent post defender. Takes out their legs. LeBron, great move. Lays it up and in with the left hand. He's really good at those layups where you have to kind of reach behind you. Oh, good contest by AD. Gets a block. Nice defense. LeBron with it, jogging out of the backcourt, tied at 13, 5:25 left. Pull up, LeBron, let's get it. Nope, nothing. Loose ball foul, going to keep it here. Oh, yeah. Got the top foot right there. Good move. Going to get our first subs. LeBron out of the game. Lakers game tied at 13. Going to have Max in for him. Dalton drive and kick. Rui takes it, misses short. Does he get a roll? Nope. Gets a couple bounces, and Dalton tracks down the rebound. Rui hesitated a beat on that. Over to AD, into the Rui can't dig it out. I think that pass was a little bit off. Wobbly start from AD. Corner three, wide open. Gets it to go. Jazz up 3. It's Bryce Sensabaugh into the game for Utah. It's their third 3 already. Looking for AD. Post position, bad entry pass by Max. They're going to get knocked out of bounds. Early Traore minutes. Let's go. I think. Oh, and JHS. Oh, Lord. We're getting the full experience here. Please tell me he came in for Gabe, at least. All right. All right. Godspeed, y'all. Here we go. Need AD to wake up badly in this group, or at least run some shit for Dalton. AD drives, lays it up, lays it in. There we go. He's got looks all day long against this team. Lakers down 1, 4:31 left. JHS on the ball, guarding George. Traore switches out onto him. Active hands. Looking to attack JHS with Collins. Drives middle, goes at his chest. JHS gets the deflection, knocks it away. Another contest, gets a foul and 1. Reached down for a beat, got him on the arm. Yeah, he tried to get that, you actually have to put your hands straight up. You can't lean them forward like that. Yeah, Dalton is super active on the boards, and just his activity in general is such an asset on a team that lacks it. Max, the middle of the floor, unusual spot for him. AD on the elbow. All right, gonna flow into a handoff with Max now. Pull up at the top of the key, misses a little short. Nice rebound, JHS. Kicks it back out. Max shot fake. Pulls up, little floater over the top, misses it long. Damn it, guys. Outlet pass over to George. Gonna cough it up. Go the other way. Give me 1 sec. All right. Max bringing it up. 354 left, or 344 left, excuse me. 80 at the top of the key. Over to Dalton. Curls around the screen, takes the three, misses long. Everybody's off to start here, but Traore battles Collins, earns an extra possession. Lakers have 15 points with 3:36 left in the first quarter. Offense has been rough lately. Dalton at the top of the key. Keeps it. Comes off of it. Pulls up. Makes his back rim. Lakers can't hit anything. Utah out in transition. JHS picks up another and one. Stop swiping at the ball. How the fuck did y'all watch this kid and be like, yeah, sorry, I shouldn't be. The whole like wanting to blame someone else for, yeah, is one of the nastiest things I saw. Like, y'all liked him. I remember his name came up many times. Anyway, 311. Handoff to Dalton. Up top to AD. Didn't want the three. Gonna drive instead. It's a good choice. Makes the lefty layup. Lakers down 4. 2:57 left. JHS guarding George. Switched out. Traore onto him. Knocks him off his spot. Gonna attack JHS again with Collins. Goes right at him. Flips it up. Misses wild. Gonna be another foul. Is that gonna be on JHS or on AD? Get AD on that one? Excuse me. Yeah, that's Eubanks. Well, it's like, I don't know. For for a guard his size, like one of the things about that they liked about JHS was his positional size. But if you actually watch him, people go through him all the time. He does not have a lot of like people go right at his chest there, or he can't power through guys. There was a play I want to say it was in preseason where he went at Rob Dillingham from Minnesota, who's a rookie and a good player, don't get me wrong, but he's small. He's not that big at all. Ideally, that's the type of guy that JHS should be able to power through if you get a little bit of advantage in space, right? And so I'm not talking like completely squared up. And so there were a couple of plays where JHS got floaters over Dillingham in those type of situations in the preseason. And first, a real power guard just powers that through and like puts him in the basket. If for a layup, probably not a dunk, but like can absorb that contact, initiate it in air, and like win the midair battle in terms of the collision and finish through contact. Not only did he not do that, he actually got kind of stood up by Dillingham, which is what turned it into a floater in the first place. And it happened on back-to-back possessions. And it's like every time I watch him, I'm like, this is one of the worst players I've ever seen in a Lakers uniform. I know he's young and I know he's at a position that it takes longer to develop at, but like I had a 2-minute low light reel on him last year that you couldn't come close to making that long of a highlight reel on him last year, even just off of the garbage time minutes. I'm sorry. I know there are people that like JHS and still believe in him. I'm as stunned as I was like by how good Dalton is, JHS is and I'm a guy that I don't know, I can see the good in people and in young players and um but I was every time I watched JHS or just about I'm like, my goodness, what did people see? That's part of it too. What bothers me about him is just he's not nearly intense enough. Like, last year on the pod, I was like talking about guys who you realize you're barely in the NBA, right? With that garbage time unit that didn't seem to be aware of that fact. See, Anthony Brown, Romo was uh he was a second round pick though. To me, a second round pick they doesn't qualify for this type of thing. All right. Max with it over to Braun. Gonna set a ram screen for AD. Gonna get into their stack pick and roll. All right. Max sets the back screen, lobs it up. That was all set up, but he overthrew AD. Though I'm telling you, they get a good look out of the stacks almost every single time. Lakers down 5, struggling on offense against a bad Utah Jazz team. 2:22 left. Coming off of the screen, whips it out up top. Going to go the other way. I didn't see what the call was. Illegal screen? That is true, GOAT. Yeah, Braun is, unless he has a absolutely clear runway on a lot of these, he's looking to pass first, second, and third. Yep. Same type of thing again. Ram screen from Max. AD gets jammed up, back into the stack. Pop out to AD. Takes a three, knocks it down. Good shot. Just keep running that play. If y'all don't want to do anything complicated tonight, you will get a good look out of stack pretty much every time. Lakers down 2, 157 left. AD up to 8. Braun pokes it away. Let's go. Couple good defensive plays. JHS gets on the ground. Gonna have a jump ball. Gonna jump up in mid court. See what JHS can do here. Nope. Utah wins the tip over to Eubanks. He got sense ball pulling up. Misses a little long. Good rebound by Rui. All right. Crossover to AD. Pulls up. Oh, gonna take a flat-footed jumper and miss. I hate that shot. I hate that shot. Ah, I'm already irritated. I knew this game was gonna be irritating. I didn't know it was gonna be this low scoring. 24-20 as marketing goes coast to coast. Yes. T- 2004 throwback shot indeed. Lakers in a horn set now. Nice. Max on the cut, lays it up and in. Good read by Braun, found the angle. That's the thing. There's been a lot of passes where Braun's seen the pass, but he hasn't really like leaned over necessarily enough, or as Collins gets another wing three, or jumped high enough on the jump pass to make the. Oh, I'm sorry, that was not Collins. That was Juzang into the game. Braun spinning, gonna get the bump, gonna go to the line. Whew. Eubanks could have had that if he had sniffed it out. He just didn't have his hand out. I'm gonna try and find out if Quincy is still hurt. Still bothering. Yep. All right, Braun knocks down both free throws. Lakers down 3. Braun was 6 and 6 assists already. Utah's going to try and get this 2 for 1 right here and gets a clear look for Markkanen. Ooh, Lakers get away with it, but the long rebound to Juzang. Pulled up over the top of Braun. He misses long. AD clears the rebound. Over to Braun. 25 seconds left. Cross court to JHS. Inside out dribble, drive and kick. Back out to Braun. He switched that. Over to Rui, looking to AD in the post. Nope, skip, swing over to Max. Attacks the closeout. Slow Euro step. Going to go to the line. Max is a little more under control when racking his corner closeouts. There's been an improvement from the first 10 games or so of the season. Isaiah Collier gets called for the reach in on that, where, yeah, he's just got a little more patience. All right, let's see if we can tie up the game here. Totally agree that Max isn't playable in a real playoff series. I mean, Max is a second round pick. It was the 35th pick in the draft. That's 21 years old. I know we signed him to a 4-year deal, and that's part of like the argument is, if you're on your second contract, you're not a quote unquote young player anymore. A lot of NBA people will tell you that. But for a second round pick, if he can be like a Troy Brown as AD ends the quarter after Max splits the free throws, like my first expectation for Max is to be like a good Troy Brown level type of player where he can help you get you through 82, but in once the level of basketball gets higher, I don't have an expectation that he can play through that. I do have that for Dalton. Even though he's a rookie, I do think that from a scores standpoint, activity, athleticism, I think that he's ready right away. I would not pay Troy Brown 8 million a year. No, I would not. Um, I don't think it makes much of a difference in the grand scheme of things with the Lakers cap situation. I don't think that 8 million could have been used better elsewhere. And that's part of so I'd asked about this once before. I was like, why do you guys sign your second round picks to these 2-year deals? Wouldn't you want to sign them to one of those 4-year deals with team options on the last two that other teams do? Um, wouldn't you want to do that so that if you hit on a guy, you've got this great contract for longer? And the this is the response I got back. I still don't agree with it, but this is the response. Is their thought process is that if you get them, they're cheaper by the time their second contract comes along. So by the time they get to they're in their third year or whatever, they're not going to command as much on the market as they will going into their fourth or fifth season. I think it's galaxy branding too, Keezy. I totally do. Oh, Raj. No, I did not see the same thing that Raj saw there. I did not like these JHS minutes. I appreciated him jumping on the ground for loose balls. Ron, are you referring to the contract thing? What's up, Mr. Blue? Good to see you. Because yeah, that was my thought process too. Yeah, where I was like, okay, that makes sense. Is that by the time you don't have to pay as much on that second contract, which is when they're actually going to be good. So I think that's the thought process on Max with the TV deal coming up. That is he an $8 million player right now? No, I think the hope is that he's better than an $8 million player in years 3 and 4 of that contract. Yes, definitely overconfident, and I think that you do better by just getting the cheap, like getting the years locked in earlier, but nonetheless, fade away from LeBron in the post, knocks it down. Lakers take the lead. Let's see, what are the five we've got here? At 11:40 left with Gabe, Dalton, Rui, LeBron, and Koloko. All right, got some Koloko minutes. Not enough bodies to go small. I'm with it. Koloko out on the perimeter. LeBron guarding Markkanen. I like it. Bothering him. Gets on the ground. Drive, kick, back up top. That Juzang barely grazes the front of the rim. Dalton collects it, throws it way ahead. Oh, it gets there. LeBron gets the putback, robs Dalton of the assist, but gets the layup. I thought that was going sailing out of bounds, but Dalton put enough air under it and backspin on it to get it to fall down. All right, 3-point game. Dalton guarding Markkanen. Shot fake. Again, puts it up, puts it in. A lot of times those jab steps and shot fakes are an on-ball player's way of collecting information. How's he going to react? How does he want to guard me? 1-point game. Gabe, shot fake, jab step. 3, 5 of my 10 points. Gabe Vincent, 33-29. Let's go. 10:30 left. Ball up top. Rui with some pressure after picks up the dribble. Eubanks looking for someone to give it to. Finds Juzang. Loses Dalton. Koloko steps out. Rims in and out. Rui with the rebound over to LeBron in the middle. Got Dalton on the wing. Driving left with the bump. Coughs it up. He wanted the call. I don't think that is a call. Advanced pass. Wing 3. Juzang gets it to go. On some of those, LeBron can dribble through and live to fight deeper in the possession. All right, Lakers up 1. 9:48 left. Tries to rip through, throws it off the backboard. One on the foul there. Stays behind the play as he always does. And that's a dunk. Come on, Bron. Gabe over to Koloko. Lakers down 1. Hands off over to Dalton. Cutter. Oh, lobs over the top. Nice pass. They hold Koloko. That was a nice read. Did Bron get fouled there? I didn't see the closer replay. All right, back live. 9:20 left. Bron with it. Guarded by Eubanks. Markkanen switches out onto him. 5 on the shot clock. Going between his legs. Dancing. Shot fake. Pull up. Misses. Juzang with the rebound. Rough last 3 offensive possessions. Back to Sexton. Puts on the Jets. Goes right at Gabe. Gets it to go over the top. Lakers down 3. 7-0 scoring run. Yeah, Redick calls timeout. There were some squandered possessions there by Bron. Andrew, good question. Do all these, and good to see you, Andrew. Do all these injuries speed up the likelihood of a trade, or do you think the front office is going to try to wait till closer to the deadline? I fear we can't survive that long. It depends on the length of the injuries, I think. If Jackson is truly a 2-week injury, then I don't think that speeds things up necessarily. But the other thing too is you have to look at it from, it's not just a matter of the Lakers going to the grocery store to make the trade that's available whenever they want to actually make it. If you look at it from the perspective of the other team, if they're trading a good player for Gabe or like, they're the value that they're getting back is either an expiring contract or a pick, most likely. In terms of, now the Lakers are in a position to trade an actually solid player too, so that does open up some. If a team isn't as interested in a pick, but it's like, hey, Rui would be helpful for us. Like, yeah, there are a few teams I think that Rui would be helpful for. Do they have what we want? Are they interested in trading for Rui? Right. there's all of that. But the all of the assets convey picks, expiring contracts. The value of that to that other team doesn't convey until after the year, right? You don't get the value of a pick until the draft. You don't get the value of the expiring contract until free agency. And so I say all of that to say it behooves the team that the Lakers would be in the market with, trying to trade with, to wait as long as possible to get the best possible deal that they can. Making a deal before the trade deadline in February for them only makes sense. They're going to be like, well, yeah, if you're willing to pay a little bit extra, we'll make a trade. And so that could be Andrew. But frankly, I'm skeptical that the front office believes in the championship potential of this team, particularly LeBron at this point, that they don't. Now, they may argue with that, and I think it's a little blurrier from Pelinka's perspective, but I don't think it's totally clear that the Lakers are like, oh yeah, we're going to go all in to try and win a championship this year. It's an ugly thing to say, and I hope it's wrong, and I hope the team can play well enough to change that sort of mentality. But I um I am not entirely convinced that the Lakers are looking to make a. We'll talk more about the type of trades in the pod and whatnot, but we're back at it. LeBron off Dalton, off the curl, takes the three. He's off tonight, misses left. Sexton with it. Takes the three over Rui. Koloko gets the rebound over to Braun. 8:25 left. Braun in the middle of the floor. Gets the seal. Rui lays it up and in. Had Sexton behind him. Kept him behind him. Finished with the overhand layup. Lakers down one. Yeah, Rui's been a little bit better finishing around the rim. Yep. Markkanen has all the time he wants. Takes the three. Lost LeBron off that curl. Interesting we're not switching that. I think we should be. Asking LeBron to chase Markkanen around is not a good idea. Lakers down four. Braun with it. Guarded by Markkanen. Over to Rui. Steps into the three. Good contest. Barely grazes the front of the rim. Can they dig it out? They can. And they got numbers going the other way. Ball fake. Totally loses Braun. Lakers down six. Rough minutes to start this quarter here. With Dalton off and LeBron not looking great. LeBron just throws it right at another fast break. LeBron just hemorrhaging points. Going to get a foul by Dalton to save a layup, but yeah, I agree with that, Goat. That's why, like, does Braun get fouled on some of these? Yes, but he's like seeking those out in ways that, I mean, maybe one of them was a bad non-call, but yeah, we're hemorrhaging points here. All right, this is the first free throw at least. Gonna get AD back in, hopefully to right the ship. In for Koloko. All right. Juzang misses both free throws. Lakers dodge a bullet, down six. But Utah's still on a 12-2 scoring run over the last 2:45. Gabe flares out, hits another one, up to 8. 7:05 left. Lakers down 3. LeBron at the elbow in the post like that. I like that, especially running a play for a jump shot is a good thing. Can't get the long rebound though. Markkanen gets it, dumps it off to Kessler, lays it up and in. Yeah, we're awful on 50-50s. AD with it, trying to post up Braun. Fighting Sexton for possession. Drop step. Reverse. Misses the layup short. Oh, kick out. Dalton. Corner three. There it goes. How did Braun get that rebound? All right. Got ourselves a 2-point game and a timeout. Lakers down 43-41. Drop step Braun. Lefty layup. Oh, that was Rui. I didn't even see Rui there. Rui's done a good job on the boards last couple games. There's a certain aspect to this team that they need to settle in to a certain role. And I think that they're kind of at the final stages of figuring out lineups and roles. In now, I think if and when Vando comes back, I think that changes things a little bit. But there are a few players in the team that have been in the same role for the whole season, and I think that and it's had kind of the same sub pattern the whole season. And I think that just certain things get resolved by reps and consistency and doing the same thing with the same group of guys over and over again. So I'm actually fairly happy with where the team is right now. That can change for sure, but yeah, I think that they've got some things to work through. There is a lingering question of like what level can Braun get to? I think his floor is lower than it's ever been. But give me LeBron till the wheels fall off, and I'm going to trust that he can step up and be a monster in the highest leverage games when he needs to, until he shows that he can, And so, um, that said, I think that there's some like role and consistency and continuity within this group, that there's still ground to cover, like the plays they call and who's in the center of the action, who's a supporting player. Wow, Gabe's Laker high is 9. Ramelski, yeah, uh we should be getting something on Seawood soon. That's what I'm saying. Our Laker is, you know, it's one of those things too where like if LeBron is cooked, we're cooked. There is no galaxy branding your way around. So you have to proceed as though LeBron is a superstar and get your shit together and work around where you're weak. And I think part of that too is getting the ball out of his hands when he's in these, like, we can run other actions where we don't aren't as reliant on him, I think. At least to win games like this. All right, drive and kick, three ball, rattles in and out, Max with the rebound. In the game for the Lakers right now, we got Gabe, Max, Dalton, Rui, and AD. LeBron out. AD on the elbow. Good screen by Dalton. Clears some space. Lays it up. Lays it in. And one. And one. Lakers have a chance to take the lead. One thing too with Dalton, I've been seeing on tape a lot of, one of our better screen setters. Just because he's got the sides. Look at that. Look at the little running back moving screen, Golden State type of screen right there. I love it. Keezy. All right, AD completes the 3-point play, and the Lakers are up just like that. AD came back into the game, and the game flipped right away. George with it up top. This screen from, is that Collins? Yep, Collins back into the game. Gabe fronting that. Back up top to George. Going to pull the three. Misses long. Max gets the rebound, but I think he pushed off. He's going to call it. Goat, also, those touches are in the middle of the floor. So it's harder to double in the middle of the floor. So yeah, I've really liked those triple threat touches right there for AD and Braun too. All right. 5 on the shot clock. Dalton switched out onto George, takes it away from him, got a little loose with the dribble. Dalton behind the back, attacking in space, going right at Potter. Euro step, lefty layup misses. AD tips it in though. Dalton smacks his hands. That's gonna knock down his what was he, like 93% at the rim not too long ago? I think he's missed a couple tonight. He'll be in the 80s afterward. 8-0 run by the Lakers. Crossover, pull up. Rattles it home by Sensabaugh. Shook Gabe, ties it up. 46 apiece. 5:05 left. Gabe with the ball. Over to AD on the elbow. Dalton going to set that screen again. AD into space. It's very casually, and they get the block. 4:45 left. Goes to the rim, lobs it over the top. Not looking for the layup. Going to get a three from Collins instead. All right. Dalton with it. Lakers down 3. Into AD. 10 on the shot clock. A little slow getting into that set. Dalton clears the side. AD drives right. Lays it up. Gets nothing. Wanted the whistle. But again, just very casually jogging through his moves. Not going to get a whistle when you play like that. He was fouled. He was fouled on that one. But that's like, you have to actually look at Lakers, just no gas at all. Right after going on an 8-0 run, they give up the 8-0 run of their own. Now we're going to have JHS and Traore in the game. Oh, Lord. The 60% speed moves are not going to get it done. All right. Get a foul. JHS delivering a little bit of punishment too. I'm with it. What happened there? Oh, they just bumped heads. Oh, punched him in the 80 on the elbow. Hands it off to Max. Curls around, puts him in jail. Gets fouled. Had the dump off pass to AD, but going to go to the line. Gabe is a small shooting guard, Mr. Blue. That's why he was undrafted. Yeah, Max has slowed down a little bit in a way that he very much needed to. That is also true about Max. But when he looks to pass, it often goes very poorly. So I'm not entirely against like Max making a read past the decision zone or taking a double pump fadeaway jumper. I think I actually want him to take the double pump because he can actually hit that fadeaway. Hits that more than you'd expect. Max up to 6. JHS switched out onto the ball. Sensabaugh. Max closes out to Markin as a 3. Good box in by Rui. Pushed the rebounder under. Lakers clear it. JHS shot fake. Goes middle and the ball screen. Let's see what you can do. Got to look for your own shot too. Max goes middle. Going to go to the line again. All right. Max getting cheap points tonight. JHS is going to have to look for his own shot as he comes off of ball screens. He's had a like on that one right there, he had a floater that obviously the play turned out okay, but you can't come off of screens just looking for everybody else all the time. You got to look for your own as well. Max knocks down the first free throw. Misses the second. Splits the free throws. Lakers down 2. JHS on the ball, guarding George. Going to get a step-up screen from Kessler. Comes around, kicks out, sprays it to the corner to Collins. Open 3, gets it to go. Rui was caught in the 1-by-2 and had both Markkanen, I think it was Markkanen, and Collins to cover. Couldn't get to both. All right. Goes into a handoff. Max. AD driving, left, falling. What are you doing, man? Pokes it away. Max comes up with it. I think that was Traore who forced that. Up ahead to Rui. Odd spacing. Dumps it off to AD. Dunks it. Go up strong, man. Thank you. 3-point game. up to 15-6 for AD. Traore switched onto the ball, peeking behind him. Sensible looking to post up Collins, go over the top of Max. AD rotates over to Markkinen, takes the three, misses. AD, nice. A little more spirit these last couple possessions from AD. Clears that rebound. Max in space, pulls up, crossover, goes middle, lays it up, lays it in. Good burst here from Max Christie. Has the Lakers down one. All right. Under the screen, gives it pull up three. Lakers with the rebound. Rui doing his job on the boards tonight. JHS coming up the right slot. Hands it off to AD. Back to JHS. Gonna get into a pick and roll. Goes middle. Look for your own. Yep, there it is. There it is. All right. Hits the free throw line pull up, gives the Lakers a 1-point lead. Nice shot. It's exactly what I was talking about. Yeah. Good on ball pressure. JHS forces the turnover. Let's go. All right. Looked like an NBA player. LeBron back into the game, gets the bump. That's a foul. Count it. Yeah, let's go. You attack with force, you get the step. That's how you get it. Lakers up 3. I think that's the biggest lead so far. You hit that hole right there. You can it it doesn't matter that LeBron initiated the contact there. Collins is not in a legal guarding position. So you can run right into him like that. The thing is when LeBron's doing that, now he hasn't had like he's doing it against guys who are squared up against him. So he's not getting those calls. And he's like, why am I not getting the call? It's like, because they're not turned. Lakers up 4, biggest lead of the game. JHS just smacking dudes in the face tonight. I'm with it. That's right. Maybe JHS is the goon we needed all along. All right, sideline out of bounds. Got Sensible with it. Up top, guarded by Max. 52 seconds on the shot clock. Pops out to Markkinen. Attacks AD, gets the step, reverse dunk. AD got beat outside leg, and that was that. Lakers up 2. Let's see if the Lakers can manage to not crap the bed in the last minute of a quarter. Just brutal execution last game and recently. Kick back to AD. Traore? 3 misses short. It's not a good possession. Utah's not going to get the 2 for 1. JHS up against Keontae George near half court. George makes the move to the right. AD switches on to him. 5 on the shot clock. Going to take this 3. Oh, up top to Markkinen. Drives on JHS. Hits off the backboard. Misses everything. LeBron clears the rebound. 6 on the game clock. Lakers up 2. Bron with it. Skips. Traore. Wing 3. Rims out. That's the end of the first half. Not a pretty half of basketball, but Lakers take the lead into intermission. Really good stretch by Max Christie, I thought, in the last 3-4 minutes of that quarter. Good JHS minutes in that second shift, I thought. At least certainly better. Good first half from Gabe Vincent. 8 points on the way to the 10-point game I was calling for at the beginning. Might have to buy a lottery ticket. I feel like if you predict a 10-point game from Gabe Vincent, it's a little bit of cheating because you know he's going to get some minutes tonight. But nonetheless, all right, YouTube. From your time with the Lakers, would you contest that it's run like a mom and pop shop? Not only would I not contest that, it's absolutely that. It's that and a few other things. But that's right, Laker time. Bronner's dad, you think it's over for Bron, Pete? I'm starting to get scared, giving him the benefit of the doubt, but it's looking shaky. Um, I've heard this from a couple people. I wonder it too. It's going to happen. They say Father Time is undefeated for a reason. That's part of the reason I felt compelled to look at the tape on his turnovers. And a lot of his turnovers, like I, I'm like 85% not worried about most of his turnovers. A lot of them are concentration turnovers and all of that. But the thing that is definitely real is the like lack of burst or the lack of jumping ability. He's getting passes deflected uh on the ball and just bothered by length a little bit more. And part of that is because the way he used to make that exact same pass, in whatever situation you're talking about, he's made all these passes a billion times. But a lot of them involve him like putting a foot in the ground and elevating just enough to create the passing angle for himself to get it to wherever he wants to go. But he's not elevating as much as he used to on that. And so the same exact read, the same exact play is leading to passes being deflected that were dunks or open threes in the past. But a lot of these, I'm telling you, are just a guy who's getting through regular season basketball. Um, Again, it's not the first time he's done that. He just doesn't have that same athletic burst. That's the part I'm worried about to a certain degree. But I think that that's part of the rationale behind wanting to post him up more, getting him triple threat touches on the horns and in the middle of the floor is that helps mitigate the athleticism decline. But yeah, he's not gonna. I don't think he's. I To put it in one sentence. I think LeBron can get there. I think he can be the top guy on a title team. I think he will have to do it in a different way than he's ever done it before. I think he's going to have to reach into all of his bag of tricks. I think he's going to have to understand the matchups that he's playing better than ever and know that he doesn't have that same access to the athletic burst. But he's got enough tools between his shooting, between his understanding of the game, and between some offensively talented teammates. Although, again, I think we could use that pull up dribble guard. BI again fits this for me just on offense to the guy you give the ball to that can come off of a ball screen and pull up and hit a 20 footer. And if you don't guard him on that, he's just going to dot those over and over and over again. I do think we need that kind of guy to support LeBron. And D'Lo can get there. When D'Lo's good, he's exactly the type of player that I'm talking about. But he can get bothered by size and length to a degree that's part of the reason I think he falls off in the playoffs. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, I see it with LeBron too. I think December, November basketball is too early to make a definitive conclusion. Arvin, I'm with you on Max. He had an excellent shift there to end, but that lack of natural processing ability, I view that in a habit or you don't. But I do think that improves with reps. But I have that same concern. Comfy pineapple. I think that Ingram signing with Clutch is something that precedes a trade request. Yes, it is, Sanjay. Scroll up here. Sorry, I was on YouTube for a moment. A lot of comments. Forgive me. Braun thought Traore was Rui. Yep, I thought that too. Yep, Tony. Echo, I love that. Mom and pop plus succession. Yes, yes, it is that. That's why when I talk about the Lakers being factional, it's like the Palinka versus Bus kids is a great example of that. Jesse Buss is his assistant GM, and they're separate factions that do not really get along and work together nearly as much as they should. Game break thought, Staples Center. You know how you say we'll take LeBron until the wheels fall off? I worry one of those wheels is the spare. Yes. William, did I ever have a say in any decisions with the Lakers? No, absolutely not. I the closest thing I got is that I got to talk to some cool people who were like, I love the work that you do on the show. I respect you as a like just people who I respect were like, I respect you and your way of looking at basketball. And I got to have and I still get to have some cool basketball conversations, in part because I'm not like, oh, so are we gonna trade for Brandon Ingram? Like I don't really hit up those people for that type of stuff. But no, that's the only influences. If those people who do make the decisions were listening to my pod on their drive to work and we said something that sparked their interest, that's about the closest we got to get to having a say. Yep, coming up short at the rim, Sanjay. Yep. And yeah, Regina, it's not this isn't something new. It's been a continual thing. Alex, yeah, good idea. Let's have a Q and A on the pod soon. Tony, I like this perspective. I just want to believe that Braun is taking longer to ramp up. If he's still like this in March, then we should really worry. That's part of what I was getting at with the watching the turnovers and being like, this is not LeBron with his foot on the gas. Really, there have been a couple of plays, and this is why I bring it up in isolation or where he's trying to break down Evan Mobley off the dribble, or who's the other guy? Um, he had Trey Lyles in open space and had a hard time shaking him. Where and it looked like LeBron was really kind of had his foot on the gas. But if you watch a lot of these turnovers, it's a they're very casual. Again, this I've seen the different gears of LeBron. It looks more to me like a gear thing than while having a lower floor, right, than he's had before. But it's way more of that than like, oh man, LeBron looks cooked. That's right, goat. The 28, 10 and 8 with great efficiency. He is that dude until proven otherwise. Best version of this team is Braun or AD the best offensive player? I would say Braun. That's a great question. Yeah, Q and we'll do a pod, mailbag pod soon. Quixotic, yeah, for BI and for BI, I think that would be Rui and D'Lo. Mr. Blue, I love that point about Max and how reps will play a part. Yeah, one of the youngest 30-year players in the league. Oh, Keezy, you and your Max hate. Quixotic, good question. Do I feel like the organization consumes a lot of the Lakers analysis content? Yes. Yes. I think it depends on who. Um, I don't think Palinka listens to pods. I know this is a weird perspective, and please don't confuse this with me thinking that he should be the GM of the Lakers. But I actually respect Palinka in part because I know he works his ass off, and uh, he is there and present and trying to improve things in a way that, frankly, one of my biggest complaints about the buses is that like y'all were never around, you know. But yeah, there are certainly people within the organization that consume Laker content. Yep, that's exactly right, Josh. Goat. Obviously, I'm a LeBron stan, but I think the profile of the team being small and unathletic, I don't think helps this version of LeBron, asking him to be the energy wing is going to have ramifications. Absolutely. This is part of what's been driving me crazy over the last few years of them going small and small and small. It's like, have you not been paying attention to your best player's needs? It's not like AD's the highest motor guy either. He's a great player and has a huge impact on the game, but we all have eyes. And so, of course, you have to make up for that at the other positions. But what their thought process was like, oh, well, like we already have an athletic front court in LeBron and AD. We need skill out on the perimeter, despite winning a championship with that size and physicality. Of course, it exaggerates the washed type of stuff. If you had somebody else, a lot of times we need LeBron to grab 14 friggin' rebounds in order to win a game. That sucks. It's a mix between the roster, which is not as small as it was 2 years ago, and but it's already weak in this area. Vando, I use quotes whenever I say his name now, but him being out hurts us so much in this respect. Both him and Wood are the two next best, the two next best rebounders on the team outside of the stars, and so both of them being out, it a lot lands on top. While you're starting from a place that's already not great in terms of athletic size, this early part, that's part of the reason why I'm fairly happy with where we are at right now. Things could be way worse. We aren't doing a whole bunch of stuff from the coaching standpoint that it's like, what the hell is going on? Why are we doing? There are some things, right? But they're all within my Overton window of that's totally, I wouldn't do that, but I totally see why Riddick went that way. And so, yeah, man, the team being small around LeBron, especially in freaking November and December, of course that's a big factor. Vandemort, nice. Romel and Josh teaming up on the alley oop. Quixotic, another great comment. I'm just not convinced that he had a strong understanding of the game. He was a college player and then an agent. There's no reason to believe he has a particularly strong understanding of team building. Could not agree with you more. The nicest thing I can say about him on that front is that I think his talent evaluation has gotten better. But if you look at the 22 roster, put the Westbrook trade aside, because that's a trade where if you talk to people internally, everyone's like, no, it was LeBron. No, it was you. No, it was everyone's trying to blame everybody for the reason why they made the Russ trade. But you look at the rest of that roster, and it only makes sense if the last time you watched them, MFers, was 3 years before they signed him. We're like, oh, I need me a 3-and-D wing. What's Trevor Ariza up to these days? Let's get a lob threat 5. AD wants a 5 next to him. Let's go get him DeAndre Jordan. And it was like, it was the most gilded, based off of reputation type of group that you sign if you sort of follow basketball. But I totally agree. Wayne Ellington, yeah. And so that lack of an underlying basketball ethos is exactly why I don't think he should be our GM. While respecting his work ethic, while thinking he gets a little bit scapegoated by people who want to blame everything on him. At the end of the day, I just don't think there's enough there basketball wise to warrant him being the freaking GM of the Los Angeles Lakers. But he works hard, he does his job, he keeps his mouth shut, and Jeannie trusts him, Linda loves him, and so he's pretty entrenched. We'll see if, I think I wouldn't say his job is not losable or anything like that, but the fact that Jeannie feels like she can trust him goes way further than I believe it should, but it is a real thing as we're coming in to the start of the third quarter. Braun with the ball, Lakers up 2. 11:52 on the clock. Step up screen from Gabe. They switch Sexton onto AD. 12 on the shot clock. Skips over to LeBron. Oh, bad spacing. Braun, awkward pull up 3, misses long. Rui was going down to set a down screen. LeBron has done this a couple of times where he's thrown the pass to a guy that was going to set a screen. He wasn't ready for it. Rui caught it as they switched the transition 3 to take a 1-point lead. Lots of seats available here in Utah. 11:20 left. On screen for Dalton. Back over to Dalton from Braun. Back to Braun. 5 on the shot clock. AD shakes free on the scram. Rims in and out. Kind of lethargic energy from the Lakers in the first minute. Dalton peels off the screen. Gets the deflection. Good work by Dalton on that switch. What's up, 17? Good to see you. Gonna sideline inbound here. 14 on the shot clock, 11 on the game. Dalton guarding Sexton. Gonna get a screen from Kessler. Skips it out to Collins. Gonna take a 3 over LeBron. Misses it long. Dalton gets the rebound. Over to LeBron. Utah's back. Flips it over to AD. Screen from Gabe. Picks up his dribble. Whoa. Dangerous. Gets over to LeBron. Rui deep steal down low. They're gonna hold him. So Utah is switching a lot. Lakers are really hunting size mismatch. And if they can get Sexton on Rui, that's get your ass down into the post, get a deep post seal. Rui's done a lot of the little things like establishing position, crashing boards. Last couple of games, I've really liked his gameplay. 10:32 left. LeBron with it up top. Dalton off the curl, had the angle, should have curled that to the rim. Lobs over the top. Oh, we'll take that though. Wow, what a block by Collins. That should be a foul though. That's clean up top, but you can't just run through a guy's body like that. Over to Collins. Up top, corner 3. Gets it to go. Bad start for the Lakers. I think we're one play away from a timeout. Gabe tying his shoe in, or I'm sorry. It's Dalton tying his shoe in the backcourt. Gabe skips it over to LeBron. Didn't want the open corner 3. Dumps it off to AD. Floater in the paint. Gets that one to go. 2-point game. Nice patient play. AD up to 17 and 7. Gabe on Sexton. Now on Markkanen as they switch. Looks to be physical with him and go over the top. Gets into his body. Gonna get a foul. That's smart of Markkanen to they show that block on the replay. Dalton would be wise to mix in some pump fakes as well. Markkanen rattles in and out on the free throw. All right, gets the second one to go. Utah up 3, 9:32 left in the third. Horn set. Dalton flares it. He's got some space. Doesn't want it, though. Back up top to LeBron. LeBron comes around the screen, lays it up. Nice patient move. Gets the layup. Had the smaller player on his hip. No need to rush. Lakers down 1. Dalton on the closeout. They missed the 3. AD with the rebound. Over to Braun. Drops it back off. Rui is trailing. Spin move. Gets stripped down low. Going to be a foul. Going to go to the line. I like it. Good offensive shift from LeBron so far. Half court Braun layups. Yep. Gets the guy sealed at half court, and the play is pretty much over from there. Rui splits the free throws, ties it up at 63. Right. AD switched out onto George, over to Sexton. Close out by LeBron. Drives the closeout. LeBron gets a piece of it, but can't get the putback. Kessler's strong rebound, two-handed jam. Jazz up 2, 8:30 left. Hands off to Braun. Shot fakes on the 3. Deep shot clock. Lakers very slow. AD sidesteps on the 3. Gets it to go. Wow. Nice shot. Little movement on that 3. Jump stopped into it. Lakers up 1. Gonna get a foul on the switch. Lakers AD up to 20 on the night. That's part of it too. Is like if you don't want to go as hard as you did against OKC, I totally get it. Make your jump shots. Your life will be much easier. All right, 1 point lead for the Lakers. Marketing curls that, goes right at AD's chest. Misses that long tap out, but Lakers slow to the ball. Sexton with it. Guarded by Dalton. Drives on Dalton, gets him turned, lobs it up for the jam. Nice pass. Lakers down 1. Braun walking across half court. Screen from Gabe. Gonna be a ball screen with AD. Back to AD. 2 in a row. Nope. Misses short on that one. Lakers down 1. 7:18 left. George up the right side, guarded by LeBron. Into the post. Collins switches it. Dalton fouls him from behind. Dalton got a little lost on that switch. Collins gets the first free throw to go. Going to have Max coming into the game, early sub for Dalton, who hasn't played well. I think DSW, that sub is in part to close one of them holes in the Swiss cheese. 3-point game. Over to LeBron. Get this screen on the stack ball screen. Oh, LeBron takes the quick 3. Misses short. 7 minutes left. Utah up 3. Makes a crossover on Max. Oh, AD tracks it down, saves it, goes crashing into the stands. Lakers on the break. Gabe over to Rui. Back middle to LeBron. Kind of an awkward break. Max, tough closeout. Should have shot faked that. Lakers down 3. 6:35 left. Double, skip pass, nice pass over to the corner to Sexton. Airmails that. Karam's off. Gabe tracks it down. Gabe with the ball in the middle of the court. Pulls up, takes the 3. Short. Doesn't get the roll. Lakers looking rough these first 6 minutes. Drive, kick. Collins goes up on AD. Coughs it up. That's travel. No. Back up top. George, decent look. Doesn't get that. Jailbreak on the rim. Gabe gets it. See if Lakers can play some decent offensive basketball. Very dangerous pass. They get away with it. Lakers down 3, going to the timeout. 5:54 left in the third. All right, so we got AD with 20 points and 8 rebounds on 8 of 17 from the field. Not super efficient game considering their defense. LeBron with 15 and 11, just 3 turnovers. So, but 0 of 3 from 3. Same is true of Rui from 3, but he's hit all 3 of his 2s. Got 7 points. Rough game for Dalton. 5 points on just 2 of 9 from the field. Minus 14 in the box score. Does have 6 rebounds, but not his best game. That was Gabe's first miss. He's 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, got 3 rebounds and a steal. Max has 9, got to the free throw line 6 times. JHS fills out the scoring with 3. For Utah, we have John Collins leading the way on with 14, but on just 4 of 11 from the field. Has hit 3 of his 5 threes. Got same as true from the free throw line, 3 of 5 there. Markkinen with 13 on 12 shots. Lakers have done a solid job on him. Juzang with 9 and 4 assists off the bench. Burned the Lakers in a 9-minute shift there. And Keontae George and Colin Sexton both 7 apiece. Kessler with 11 points on 5 of 5 from the field and 6 boards. A couple blocks for him. Offensively, I think that we could get Rui a little more involved. Um, but yeah, a lot of this game right now is just about juice. Yep. All right, 5 in for the Lakers. We got Gabe, AD, Max, LeBron, and Rui. Goes middle. AD is the nice and one. Gonna look to tie it up. Easy money. Who do you have on his hip there? Collins? All right, AD ties it up. Kick out to George. Misses off short front rim. Max gets the rebound ahead. Ooh, barely got that through. AD lays it up and in. Dangerous pass, gets it through. 2-point game. That was a good pass. I see. I can't be a can't hate on that pass. It's just dangerous. I'm just like, oh, what are you doing there, Max? But no. That was a good pass. I gotta relax. Ooh, that was a really nice pass. Yeah, Rui picks up a foul. Gonna have Keontae George going to the line. Yeah, I remember the good old prime ticket days. Oh, Keezy, always trying to trade Max. All right, Lakers. Gabe setting that screen. A lot of LeBron and AD 2-man game. Drive and kick to Gabe. Shot fake, lays it up, lays it in. 10 points for Gabe. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Gabe Vincent, new Laker high. 4:55 left. Lakers up 2. All right, Max. Oh, knocks the ball away, but goes right back to Collins. Gets it for the dunk, who's moving way faster than anyone else on the court for the Lakers. Game tied at 73. LeBron comes off it. Let's go, Bron. Brings it back to the right side, lays it up and in. Lakers up 2. 4:20 left. Sorry, one sec. Pull up 3 from Sensabaugh, misses front rim. LeBron with the rebound. 4:01 left. Pass gets deflected. Had Max in the corner, but tap that away. Going to be Laker ball. Thank you, Keezy. Yeah, Sim. I think it's been 6 points. Lakers have been, as we get subs into the game, kind of cruising. Dangerous to do that for too long, though. Got to create some separation between now and the fourth. JHS into the game, comes off of the screen, into the pocket. AD, floater, knocks it down. Good read by Jalen. Lakers up 4. 3:43. AD up to 27. Max guarding Keontae George. They get the slip for Collins. Good dump off. They drop down their travel. Good collapse into the paint. Who is that? Rui? I think Jalen was involved on that. Eubanks, if you put a little pressure on a guy like Eubanks, he's going to get rattled. Got Dalton back into the game for Braun. JHS with it. 3:28 left. Max comes off of the screen. Gets it stripped. Oh, gets fouled. That would have been a pick 6 going the other way. This is a good motor group right here. Oh, they're going to give Max free throws here. Going to get 8 free throws. Gets it to go. Going to have marketing coming back into the game. The reason Braun doesn't have a good whistle, in my opinion, is he doesn't exaggerate contact. You hit Max and he like flails around a little bit, and you're like, oh, that was a foul. Braun, like, it barely budges him. Come on, Traore, don't give up free points like that. And have Collins going to the line. Yeah, no, I mean, like, through the act of the contact. He used to do that. Back when he was younger, he would flop way more than he does now. But he doesn't do it nearly as much now because he views it as something that he can get hurt while doing that. Yeah, he'll throw a temper tantrum if he doesn't get the whistle about it. No, Traore is fine. He's just he's a wild card. He's a Vando. He's a young Vando. So he's like, I watched a South Bay game, and there were like 10 plays, and he was at the center of 7 of them. 4 of them, he was in the center of them for good reasons. 3 of them, it was like, went behind his back in transition and dribbled the ball out of bounds and like almost hit a fan in the face. He's a bit chaotic. I'm going to get Dalton being held, going to go to the line. Nice shot of Mike, waving hi to the camera. Sit next to Mitch, head of comms for the Lakers. Dalton gets the roll. Gets 1 of 2. Doesn't have his shot going tonight. Just 6 points and 6 boards for Dalton. JHS guarding the ball into Collins, guarded by Traore. Hands it off, lobs it back over. AD's all over it. Contests the jump hook. Gets the rebound. A little bit delayed out of the backcourt. Over to Dalton. Dribbling. Comes off the ball screen. Reverse pass over to JHS. AD on the elbow. 8 on the shot clock. Drives middle. Gets the bump. Going to get the whistle. Go to the line. I'm going to get a quick refill on my water as we get this time out. We'll be right back. And I will leave my mic unmuted because y'all like the ice machine for some reason. We've talked a lot about the Lakers managing energy, and it's visible from the just level of oomph in a lot of games and a lot of times. But you can follow or you can fall into that for too long. And I really like this group that Reddick put out there in this particular stretch. I'd say it's one of the best energy groups that the Lakers could put out there. Gabe is the other guy that I think that you could put into that group. But yeah, with Max, AD, Dalton, you have to have AD as the centerpiece of the offense, right? But with the supporting players, it's JHS, Dalton, Max, and who's our fifth here? Traore. You're not going to lack for burst in that stretch. And so you have a go-to offensive guy that they have nobody for in AD, and everybody else is doing their job. So like when the ball gets entered into Drew Eubanks in the paint, it's not an uncontested dunk. There's actually three guys collapsed around him, which is one more than you want. But those are the types of mistakes, quote unquote, is from a coach's perspective that it's like, oh, two of you guys felt the need to help instead of none of you. I'll take that way better than none. Obviously, we want one guy to do it, but yeah, you're going to have good effort and motor in this particular group, and getting free throws out of that, getting defensive rebounds, and push the lead up to 8. Nice, Josh. Yeah, JH, fair enough. 17 about JHS, Gabe instead of JHS from an energy standpoint, but his shift in the second shift was fine. That's right, DSW. You can that's why I say this part of the season and these types of games are for the Maxes and Daltons and your two-way contracts to get you through. If the Lakers can get the lead here, and forgive me, I thought we were already up 8. AD taking the second free throw to put the Lakers up 8. Like, if the Lakers can win this game, they're going to be 12-8 after 20 games. Win 60% of their games with no Vando, um, a lot of things to figure out, but a lot of game left. All right. Just saying, I'm happy where we're at record wise. Pull up 3, Markkinen cuts it down to 5. All right, Max. A lot more ball screen and ball handling action in this game, and he's been fine at it. AD takes the jumper over the top, doesn't get the roll. Traore battles for it, but can't get it. Utah clears the rebound. Potter over to, got it with the ball, dancing with it. Drives left, kick over to Collins. Nice move. Is that Collier? Yep. He's got a great first step. Very bursty. All right. Lead down to 3. 140 left. Max off of the curl. Handling it. Getting late in the shot clock. Ball pressure over to AD on the elbow. 3 on the shot clock. Late double. Tough fadeaway. Over the top. Nothing but net. What a bucket. Lakers up 5. Big shot. Got to get into your offense quicker, though. Gonna get Braun back in. AD up to 31. Lakers switching on the perimeter. Oh, JHS goes for the pump fake. Pull up jumper. Gotta stay on your feet on that. Nice move by Juzang. JHS keeps it. Gets stripped. Gets stripped on that move a lot. Drive, kick, corner three. Ooh, Lakers dodge a bullet. Max clears the weak side rebound. Less than a minute left. Couple of subs waiting to get into the game. We'll see if they will. Max with it in the right slot. Going to kick back to AD. Pull up, three. Oh, rattles in and out. Lakers get the 2-for-1, though. Going to have Marketing coming up to set the screen for Collier. AD switches on to Collier, looking for Marketing on JHS now. 5 on the shot clock, rips over. Baseline help. Twist over the top, misses short. Good defense. The help sent him middle, and JHS got under his feet. Dalton, swing, corner. JHS, a little wild. We're going to go to the free throw line. Oh, wow. With 0.9 seconds left on the clock, too. We will take it. He should have, quote unquote, taken that three. I don't think he would have hit it with the way the closeout was going, but better outcome with how it worked out. JHS, ooh, gets the front rim bounce. Gonna have Koloko for last second sub. Can always get a tip in these circumstances too. But JHS gets it to go. Lakers up 5. And that'll be it going into the third quarter, or going into the fourth. Lakers increase their lead just a little bit, 86, Utah 81. I agree with you, Sanjay, about Kessler. The Lakers' philosophy, we were talking about this a little bit earlier, but I think the Lakers' philosophy uh, regarding picks is they want to trade a first round pick for a guy who's going to be here past the LeBron era. So they would want him to help in the LeBron era, right? But they would, if they're going to trade picks, they would want that player to also be helpful beyond that. So the difference between Kessler and Claxton is really contract. Kessler only makes a couple of million. And Claxton, meanwhile, is in the high 20s. And so in many ways, the Lakers with the second apron, it essentially operates as a hard cap. So even if you like Claxton as a player more than you like Kessler, when you factor in the contracts, I don't think it's actually that close. Which one's more valuable to the Lakers? And so, no, I hear you, Goat. And Claxton is a really good player. It's just the amount that you have to trade out. Like, would you rather have Walker Kessler for legit JHS and pick compensation? Tony, would I do that and a protected first for Ingram? I think I would. Yes. Yeah, I would. I think I would do one first. I don't. But to that point, what I was making earlier, I don't know if the Lakers would be super enthusiastic about paying Bi his next contract. So, like, meaning that I don't think that they would want to trade a first for him if that's what it came down to. Me too, Josh. That's one of those things I think about all the time. We've got a lot of young guys that I wish I could put in the microwave and make them a little readier than they are. All right, we're back at it. 11:42 left. Juzang with the ball. 5 on the shot clock. Over to Markkinen. Good closeout by Rui. He's played an excellent floor game tonight. Tough shot by Markkinen over the top. Damn. Yeah, I know Rui hasn't done much in the box score, but I've liked how he's played. Markkinen up to 19. Koloko sets a screen for LeBron. Dribbling up at the top. Dalton on the curl. There's rough spacing there. Over to the wing. Rui, corner 3. Oh, missed that. Very short. Got to hit those. Lakers down 2. This group was rough in the first half. Let's see if they can be better this time. That's such a good shot. Damn. Gonna have Dalton checking out. Five fouls for him. Wow. 10:58 left. Juzang dribbling against LeBron. Over to Sexton. Pull that 3. Rattles in and out. Box out by Rui. Gets the rebound. 10:45 left. Gabe with it up the right side. Looking for LeBron on an early post. They're going to double him. Rui alone at the top of the key. Takes the 3. Doesn't get it. Nice rebound by Max. Back out. Gabe. Swing. Rui again. Top of the key. Gets it to go that time. You give Rui open shots. He's pretty good at them. Lakers up 5. Playing with fire if you give him 2 on the same possession. Rui up to double digits. Markkinen going to pull the 3. He misses long. Tapped back out. Gabe taps over to LeBron. They get underneath his feet, but he gets his balance. Kicks it out. Rui, corner 3 again. Gets it to go. Little 6-0 run by Rui on back-to-back possessions. Lakers up 8. 10 minutes left. Had me a little squeamish with guys falling around LeBron's legs like that, but he got out of the pack. Rui switched out onto Colin. Sexton. Markkinen looking to battle. Yeah, attack him, Gabe. Don't give him any space. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to work him down, going to be a foul. So that's one of the fun battles on switches is when you get a good switching guard like Gabe against a taller player. It always becomes a matter of who can attack who first. Earlier in the game, Markkinen really took it to Gabe. He gave up the foul there, but you could see he had won the first part of the possession by pressuring, but got a foul from it too. 8-point game, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Juzang. Guarded by Max, goes way under. Oh, come on. You can't give that up. Oh, got very lucky. Max gets the rebound. Back to LeBron. Deep 3. Pull that. Oh, misses it short. Straight as a string, missed it short. That's been the story of a lot of those this season. A lot of short misses. Sexton with the step. Gets the layup. Hard to guard that in open space. I think he bonked his head on the stanchion. He's shaking he's rattled. See him seeing stars. Max by himself. Can't get it to go. Get the ball. Why are you retreating? My goodness. Over to Sexton. Over to Juzang. Rui closes out. Attacks that closeout. Gets middle. Floats it up. Misses it short. Nice outlet by Rui. Gets it over to LeBron. Picks up his dribble. They hassle him. They tackle him. No call. Nothing. Nothing. I actually don't think he fouled him after seeing the replay. Did he get tripped? Gonna keep it here at least. Lakers up 6. You've got this flat set right here. See how they're all in a line from corner to corner? Inbound to Koloko. A little dangerous. Over to Max. Braun flares out of that. 10 on the shot clock. Koloko clears out. Oh. That was a classic LeBron, like, jab step, pull it back quick, but couldn't get it to go. Sexton into Gabe's chest, gets shot off the glass. 4-point game. Braun with it. Screen from Max. They switch that. Good luck to get George. Going to dribble into a post up. 8 on the shot clock. Rui clears out. Loops around. LeBron calmly knocks it down over the top of George. Lakers back up 6. I really like those attacks from the middle against switches with LeBron. Dribble himself into a post up. It's been one of the more effective as Sexton, giving the Lakers some problems right now. Lakers up 4, 7:42 left. Advance pass to Rui. Gets it. Faces up. Back up top to Braun. Hunting Keontae George. Going to dribble back down into a post up again. Max on the cut. Shot fake. Goes over the top. Going to go to the line for his 10th free throws. Great cut by Max. LeBron saw it. Max's ability to jump from a dead stop. Super helpful there. Good read. And yeah, shot fakes. Use your shot fakes. This is what Max wasn't doing earlier in the year and was just eating all of these. Max misses the first free throw, though. Come on, Lakers. Gonna get AD checking back in for his final shift. Lakers up 94-90, 7:27 left. We'll have Collins in the game for Utah. Utah crowd making some noise. Back in the day, the Utah crowds used to be one of the most notorious crowds in the league. Gets the second free throw to go. Lakers up 5. Sexton scored on them 3 times in a row. Let's see if they can shut the water off there. Gabe helping on George back up top. Sends the ball over back to George. A little bit flummoxed. Gonna get a clear out foul there. Let's go. That was a bad offensive possession by Utah. Lakers benefit. Was that Max? Max has done a fantastic job of fronting the post this year. 5-point game. 7:05 left. LeBron walking it up. Braun plows through. Lefty layup. Let's go. Is that Keontae George? Yeah, they've been really picking on him with LeBron. And rightfully so. That wasn't a foul on LeBron. He just crumbled to the ground. Lakers take a 7-point lead into the timeout, 97-90. Let's see here. Got his feet caught up. Yep. That's the way you teach that with getting over the screen is so if you're Keontae George in that position, you want to step up and like get skinny, like kind of like step that left foot and you want to get it above the top foot of the screener, or else that can happen right there. And sometimes you'll get the illegal screen call on that just because you fall to the ground, and refs react to that shit all the time. But yeah, that was the way you teach that. It's very important that that inside foot gets higher than the highest foot of the screen setter if you want to fight over the top. Yeah, Lakers 77. Rough game from Dalton tonight. Max has been very helpful in a lot of different ways. There was even a stretch where he was the main ball handler and getting the Lakers just into their sets. Now, I think part of that is because Utah didn't have a ball pressure defender, enough ball pressure guys to guard him too. And so it's like, hey, we're going to run our stuff through him. But he did a fine job at that, has rebounded well, fronted the post well. Has he hit a 3? Let me see. I don't know if he's hit a 3, but he's gotten a line 10 times. Yeah, 0 for 2 on his threes, but 5 boards, 12 points. Yeah. Oh, good call out. I didn't realize George was the pick right before. I remember asking about Keontae George, and one of the people in the room was like, "No, no, not him." They thought he was a gunner. It's funny hearing that kind of in comparison to JHS. Can't win them every year. One thing I'll say too, and this goes to the Lakers don't have enough people. I won't get into the specifics of it, but one of the more important voices had a really tragic incident, a death in the family that took them out for like 6 months. And yeah, that was, I think, part of why that draft went the way that it did. We're back at it. In the game for the Lakers, Dalton, Max, AD, LeBron, and Rui. Oh, Max, get it, get it, get it, get it. Ah, got the deflection. Good work, Max. 9 on the shot clock. What are they sorting out here? Got a wet spot. I like it. Max on Sexton. Let's see how he does, but I like this matchup. All right, gonna inbound. Over to Sexton. Gonna attack Dalton. Misses that long. 80 battling. Tipped around. Tapped out. Can't come up with it. Utah resets. Sexton. Oh, nice strip by Rui. Lakers get on the break. LeBron. Rui. LeBron. Beautiful two-man fast break. Ball never touches the ground. Lakers go up by 9. LeBron gives Rui the point. I know Rui does not look good in the box score tonight, but his like the things that we need Rui to be good at are more responsible adult type of things that he isn't always good at, frankly. Um, and so every time Rui has a good floor game, I think that that's more significant to me than him putting up 20 or whatever. Has he? Let's see where he's at. Oh yeah, Rui up to 13. All right. Oh yeah, he hit those two threes. That's right. I remember earlier it was like 6 and 3 or whatever he had. Yeah, look at that. 5 boards, 3 assists. Austin would say that's a new career high for Rui. Had a steal. That one right there. Andrew, that's right. Gabe has 10. It is a good night. Recon, I don't think Laurie is realistic for us. Not at his price point. Broner's dad, yes, I do think that provided that yes, I do. I would try to trade for Ingram. Does a Kuz reunion move me? A little bit. Let's move beyond like different players. What jobs do the Lakers need filled? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we need a player that we trade for to do? Whose job would they take? Third wing. So is this somebody to start instead of Rui? Does Rui become your backup four, Regina? Christian, yep. Your yes on that? That's right, Mr. Blue. Always helpful to get the rebounding even on an off shooting night. So you want an athletic 2 or 3 goat? Running back in transition, yes. All right, so that's starting. Are you do you think we have our starting group outside of the 3 spot? You want to move forward with Austin and Dalton amongst the starters, or do we know yet? Yep. Christian says no. See, that's where I'm at. I'm not no. I'm not yes. Interesting. I I agree with you more than I think most Laker fans would about Austin being a potential guy off the bench instead. But yeah, no, I think his role shifting is more important in the starting lineup than a like lineup change. I think we try to put him in the center of the action when he's more of a connect. Like I think he could be a great connecting player. We're back in the action. 6:08 left. Kessler with it. AD with his hands up takes away the passing lane with that. Over to Collins. Hand up. Gets the jumper to go. Lakers going to walk the dog. Slowly roll the ball up court. Braun picks it up. 5:50 left. Collins up to 21-9. Ram screen from AD. Dalton sprints to the screen. Clears out. LeBron snaking the screen very patiently. Just a master at work right there. Super patient. Knew he didn't have to rush. Took all the time he needed. Yep. Put his man in jail. 9-point game. 5:20 left. Dalton. They reject the screen. Oh. So is that AD is talking to Dalton there in that usually up top like that, you are going to want to send the ball handler in a predetermined direction. And judging by AD's reaction, Dalton let him reject that in a way that like that was not what the coverage was. Same play as before. LeBron in the ball screen. Dribbles down. Rui going to take a wing three. Nope. Wide left on that one. Lakers up 7. 4:45 left. See if they can close this out. All right. Go under that. All right. Lakers clear the rebound after the missed three. I want to talk about this lineup in a sec. We got Max instead of Gabe or Austin and D'Lo obviously out. I love the size of this group. Helps you switch everything. 4:20 left. LeBron going to dribble into a post up, whips it over to the corner. Rui didn't want that three, coughs it up. Now LeBron has a grenade, jump stop, three, twists, nothing doing, but going to be a foul on Rui. Crashing boards, yep. Rui should have taken that initial three just because he missed the last one. Like, that's the correct shot. Seven-point game. Lakers offense a little clunky. Right. Over to Markkanen. Going to pull over the top of Rui. Gets it to go. Cuts the lead down to 4. Lakers call timeout. 101-97. 3:59 left. No, on the DK blow by, the guy who would help in that normally would be AD, but that would be if you're weakening the screen, meaning that that's what I was trying to explain earlier is that there's a synergy between the guy guarding the ball on a pick and roll and then the big that's defending it, where you have to both be on the same page. And there's always a plan on, are we going to send this guy left or are we going to send this guy right? And that blow by is what happens when your guard defender sends him left when you were supposed to send him right. The Lakers are offensively are too slow in getting into their offense, I think. Right now, they're kind of like at the we're going to kill time stretch, at least the last few possessions, and they have gone to that too early. Yeah, definitely wires crossed. If you want to shore that up tonight, you probably don't want to close with Dalton, but I do understand wanting to have the size and switchability. So yeah, we do have the same group out there. Dalton's going to set the Ram screen for AD onto the elbow. AD gets it. Going to send a double over to LeBron. Rotation. Rui kind of had it. Like again, passed up. Wasn't really looking for the shot. Drive kick. Dalton 3. Misses it short. Rui gets another rebound. 3:30 left. Lakers offense struggling. Way too slow getting into the first opportunity. LeBron with it. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls it back. 3 ball. Misses short again. But Dalton with the rebound. Utah collapsing too far into the paint. Max. Oy. LeBron again. Misses again. Tap out again. Oh, man. Redick going to call a timeout. Would have lost it had he not called it anyway. So got 10 on the shot clock. Going to draw up an actual play to get somebody open. Just brutal jump shooting tonight. LeBron is 0 of 8 from 3, despite the 25 and 13. Rui just 2 of 8 from 3. That's why he's passing them up. But the passed up ones are more harmful, I think. Dalton just 1 of 5. Max 0 of 2. Traore missed those 2. AD's hit 2 of his 4, and Gabe 2 of his 3. Gabe is our sniper tonight. Oh, wow, look at that stat. LeBron hasn't hit a 3 in the last 3 games. He was 0 of 4 against OKC, 0 of 2 at San Antonio. All right, let's see if the Lakers can put some points on the board here. All right, LeBron, top to AD, draws the double. Rui. You see, LeBron had a shot there. Lakers deep in the shot clock. Tough 3 from LeBron. Rattles in and out. Spins out. Going the other way. Oh, they throw it out of bounds. God bless young teams. Let's see if the Lakers can score on the defensive stalwart Utah Jazz. It will require LeBron or Anthony Davis to run at some point. Lakers up 4, 2:39 left. Braun off the ball screen with AD into the pocket. Get that floater, misses it short, just like everything else tonight. That's what happens when you don't have not playing hard enough. When you're playing at a casual jog the way that they have throughout a lot of the night. Got Gabe into the game, which is a good sub in for Dalton. Knocked that away in transition. Lakers really flirting with disaster here. All right, inbound. Sexton puts Rui in jail, takes the fadeaway jumper. Oh, gets the roll. 2-point game. 7-0 scoring run. Lakers have not scored in 3 minutes because they walk every freaking play. Gabe with the screen. Now AD. A lot of LeBron AD pick and roll in the middle of the floor. Lakers cannot score. Come off of it. AD. Elbow jumper. Gets it to go. Lakers up 4. $150 left. AD up to 33. Keontae George with the ball up top. 145 left. Fronting the post. Yes, let's go. Good work, Gabe. Forces the turnover. Laker ball. Lakers have been great in their white coverage tonight. That's the fronting the post coverage. Braun jogging into the front court. Says, hold up 1 sec. Let's close this out, gentlemen. Going back to the Braun AD pick and roll. Comes off of it. Snakes it. Fades away. Rims in and out. Come on, Braun. AD pressuring in the backcourt. Over to George. Lakers up 4. 1:15 left. Comes off of the screen. Over to Sexton. Head of steam. Max cuts it off. Good closeout by Rui. 6 on the shot clock. Goes at his chest. Oh, fuck. It's the and one. All right, George cuts it to 103-102 as the Lakers struggle to score down the stretch. So walking up court. This has not worked for them for years. Under a minute left. Braun with it on the elbow. 5 on the shot clock. Back to him. Braun into the paint. Drifting lefty float. Unbelievable shot. Such a tough shot. That was a terrible possession. Lakers up 3. Timeout, Utah. Did y'all see that? It's kind of hung there with the left. What a shot. AJ, this is what, like, our late game offense has been bad for a minute now because we walk in, like, we barely get one attack on the rim. We always go really deep into the shot clock. Yeah, Romo, like we need some defensive attention and intensity on this play. Curious thoughts. So if you're in Utah's position, do you try to go for a 2-for-1? Yes, I agree. It can be tougher when you're down and you're like, we want to get a good shot no matter what. But I think that's necessary here, especially down 3. Yep. No need with our free throw shooters. Oh, I haven't even thought about the free throw game yet. I'm not convinced that we don't, give up a 3 of our own, but we'll see. Come on, Lakers. Gonna have Sexton as the inbounder, sprinting off of that, trying to get Markin in the corner. Good ball denial. Up top to George. George making a move on AD, switched out on him, lays it up. Max can't get the rebound. Yeah, Markin, or was that Kessler over the top? Yep. Lakers up 1. They do get the 2-for-1. Crowd rises to their feet. 105-104. Braun just past half court. Walking it all the way down. Takes a step back 3. Misses it short. Utah gets the rebound. Looking to push. Not going to stop. Sexton looking to attack. Nothing. Rui, slide your feet. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left. They call a timeout with 1.6 seconds left. Wow. Sexton had a step on at Rui in space, too. All right. So we want a Coloco sub. Probably for Rui. Coloco sub, guard the inbound passer, mirror everything. I have a funny story that's similar kind of to that timeout. Is one of the greatest games I've ever seen was a high school game that I coached. And I've probably told this story on the pod a couple of times, but sorry, one sec. But yeah, late game situation. We had mounted a furious comeback. We were down by like 12 with 3:45 left. Very hard to come back from that in a high school game, right? And my big had gotten a rebound, and it looked like he was going to be trapped in the backcourt. And I'm like, timeout, timeout. And the crowd's going nuts. It's a home game. I'm like, timeout, timeout. Because I think he's about to turn it over. Escape dribble goes coast to coast. And it was so loud, like I wasn't sure the ref had heard me. And so, like, as soon as he did this escape dribble, I was like, bro goes coast to coast to like tie it up, makes the layup. Ref looks at me, goes, no, but no basket. This guy called the timeout. We ended up winning that game, thank God. All right, let's see what we got. Got Koloko into the game on the inbound, as he should. Around him, we have Rui, AD, Max. Want to get size in for Gabe. I like that. And LeBron. Don't want to have an over the top guy. All right. Looking for the inbound. Oh, way far back. Sexton coughs it up. Jesus, Lakers get the win. Wow. That's why you put Koloko on the ball there, though. That's the pass that you surrender is the inbound. Sexton shook LeBron but coughed it up. Counts all the same in the win column. I thought we'd get an annoying 5-point win tonight. We got an annoying 1-point win tonight. Made it through. Lakers are 12-8. And not the prettiest win, especially with the late game offense there. LeBron, I think, goes 0 for 9, 0 for 10 from 3. But thank you all for joining me. Really appreciate your company. I really love doing these and just watching the game with y'all. Y'all make me better at my job. So, yeah, thank you. And I'll catch you guys next time.